Por favor. Interactions. Get in. Yes. Alrighty, back out to the water on this. So I was just going over. Oh, we're on channel 69, by the way. If you need radio.
All right.
I'll start frontward to backwards. So my little demonstration about all these boats have an auto drive for some reason. So again, if you just hold Shift and W for a hot minute. Now if I switch over to passenger seat, as you can see, nobody's actually steering the boat if you're bored of holding W and Shift. Just makes your life easier. That way your arms don't cramp, or hand doesn't cramp up. These puppies right here, I was just telling them the different, okay. Be a pain in the ass to stop, just like in real life, which is fine. Chop will also make it a pain in the dick to drive around and have a good time. These Zodiacs are also known as assault boats, carry 5 people, similar to our Humvees. No GPSs. And what else? That's it. They also sometimes have medical supplies in here. I have not included any medical today. Do you want to take this one for a quick rip, get to feel the handle of it, or are you A-okay, Chorizo?
I don't think I've ever used one of these, so I'll try.
My man, please, everybody has. Take it for a spin. Go wild and crazy. Yeah, go wild and crazy. Sharp turns, do everything. Try it out.
How'd you do the auto drive again?
Just hold Shift and W, then switch seats.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Awesome.
I know, it makes life easier.
Alright, I think that's about all I needed to...
Yeah. I'll grab this puppy right here. So sometimes you gotta touch the S key individually, slowly, till you see the kilometers go down on the engine, down to 0. Once doing so, engine's off. Alright, let's talk about dismounting. If y'all want to hop out of the boat, and I will stay here. Once you float yourself to the surface, you should be able to hear my radio calls, hopefully. To get in, if everybody swims closer to the boat, if you full wheel, you can see you can get in, but sometimes you can't score wheel in. So I recommend you use interaction. So go ahead, get inside the boat.
I noticed we don't see that chooses randomly.
Yes. Whatever is open, and then it just rolls. Just like doing driver wheel, everyone has a prerequisite. There are the equivalent of soft and hard dismounts, depending on how you're running it. If you are doing a swim in and you're leaving your boat out of the BLZ and out in the water for discretion, you can do soft dismount being really the driver just running it and everybody casting themselves out. In this case, Ferret, you're 1, Ray, you're 2, Teresa, you're 3. Stand by for your call, and you're going to hop out of the boat when I call it. Oh, max speed, by the way, Teresa, is 25 kilometers an hour. With shift, with revving the engine, it goes to 28. All right, 1, jump. 2, jump. That's you, Ray. 3, jump. Now, at the time, you guys should all have a colored smoke inside of your persons. To be able to cook off the smoke to indicate where you are, you want to use Shift G and then press in your scroll wheel to cook your smoke grenade. Please make sure you have your smoke grenades out and hold them and cook them for me. You must be on the surface, though, for this to work. Drizo, coming to get you.
You said it was shift?
Shift G, Shift Golf, yes. It'll pull out the grenade in front of you, and then you press inside with... You okay, Trezo?
Yep. Bumped my head a little bit, but I'm good.
No worries. Am I telling them the
Seem
right
to have a
instruction?
little bit of... Seem
Yeah.
to have a little bit of a malfunction with the controls here.
No worries. Are you able to see the grenade out in front of you? When you hold
Negative,
shift?
it appears, but then it just immediately disappears.
Are you letting go of the shift and G?
Are you letting go of the shift and G? So all you do is you click shift and G once, pulls the grenade out in front of you, and then you should see the option to cook. Ray, are you able to see it? Make sure you're talking on radio, Ray. With your head above the water. X to surface. Ray, did you read my last? Over.
No.
Make sure you're talking on radio on 6-9. Hold space, hold caps lock to talk.
I did not read it.
Roger. Okay, so what I want you to do is click Shift and G, please. Do you see any grenades pulling out in front of you?
Yeah.
Say again on radio.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you see the option to cook your smoke grenade? Make sure you have the smoke grenade out. Over.
Barely, like it slightly appears there and then like...
Okay, hold it above the water. Hold the grenade above the water. Does it then allow you to cook?
Hey Raven, so when you hold shift and click G, there should be a little menu that pops up with left mouse button throw, middle scroll button to change mode, or click to cook. Do you see that at all?
Like, it appears there first.
It appears there for a second, but then like it quickly vanishes. Like I have to repeatedly press Shift G. Mine's the same way for me.
Alright, 10-4. I'm gonna get in the water, see if I can replicate this and see what's going on, okay?
Thanks, Rizzo. Figure it out for you guys. That's why we do training.
It must be a glitch with Ace or something, because I can even pull it up underwater.
Damn. Okay, load up, guys. Sorry we can't show you.
Alright. Barrett and Ravenwood, once you're on the boat, hit, do the hold shift and G and tell me what happens.
I see the purple smoke indicator in the top right. The menu in the center disappears immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be a glitch with Ace.
Damn. Well, sorry that happened, guys. Can't show you how to cook it off, but you saw a demonstration of Teresa doing it. Do you guys want to see that again or no?
What I can do is stream into the Discord and just do a quick demo.
They know the grenade. I think what I meant is just show you what it looks like in the water.
okay.
But I think they know what that. If you guys are comfortable with it, we're going to have to do it anyways in the shooting portion of this. But as long as everybody's comfortable, we'll head back to the docks.
Okay.
We'll get some more boats.
All right.
There seems to be a lot of weird shit going on with these recently. I think I'm getting a bunch of glitches myself.
Yeah. Sad panda. So, next boat we're going to grab is the armored rib. The reason is because we're going to actually go shooting with this thing. Oh, 1 second, I got a text from, I think, Julie. No? Oh, fuck's sakes. I'll deal with that later. Alright, I'm going to dump you guys out, swim towards the dock, and you can use enhanced movement to climb on top. I'll meet you on the shore.
How about here on land? Can you guys do the shift G and tell me what happens? Is it the same thing?
It's still kind of, yeah.
Damn. What a bummer.
Truly a bummer.
We'll just wait for Vert to get back in.
10-4.
But yeah, once he does, we'll be at the one of the ribs down here with the gun.
Welcome back.
Yes, yes.
No worries, my man. You can grab my ass and join our group.
Yes.
What's up, Treasel?
Oh, nothing. So, I've got, the goggles on. And
Oh, yeah.
there's like hairs on my goggles and it's driving me crazy.
I see the same thing, actually.
I hate it.
Hilarious. Rio's back on 69 when you're ready.
Oh, shit, what did we put on our pack?
Put on what, where?
We don't ditch our back, do we?
No, keep your backpack just in case I gotta hand you stuff.
Where the fuck did I put it?
It'll be in there. Yeah, just go condition 4, pull your gun out of your, pull your mag out of your gun. And, yes, come with me.
Damn.
Oh no.
I'm just
Damn,
clumsy as hell
own
today.
yourself.
Damn, that fucked me up.
Here, I'll just use the other to make it easier.
All right, thanks.
First. Heal. Alright, we're all healed. Magic. Alrighty, so this is our bad boy rib. Rib of power. Rib of awesome. Here, I'm going to get in the driver's seat, and then everybody can just grab a passenger seat. Alrighty,
That's funny.
What's happened?
Let's see. Who's in the very back? The lonesome.
I think it's you.
Yeah.
Is that me?
Yeah, it
Yep.
is you.
Oh man. All right.
Why? It doesn't like you?
No, it's fine. It's all good.
Sorry, dude.
I'm good. I'm good. I thought I was in the middle. That's why. 'Cause the camera's like centered on the middle, dude.
Yeah. Alrighty, so for the fun of it, I'll just power down here in a second, so it's not so loud. So these boats, these ribs, obviously big boy, 2 engines, double prop, fast as fuck. These do have GPS equipped, which is nice. Also the brackets telling you that it can keep a total crew of 10, which is useful, so you can get 2 fire teams plus support inside. 1 driver, 2 gunners, 7 passengers. This is typically what we take out on Fragos. She is fast as fuck. I can't remember how fast, but I'll tell you right now.
She also can be really loud.
So hopefully you guys can still hear me.
Barely.
Yep.
So I think max is at 69 to 7.
Nice.
Yeah, so when you start hitting chop, it'll drop you back to 66, but you'll max out at about 70 to 73, depending. And she handles really well. So who wants to drive her first like a maniac?
Well, you can do it, Raven, if you want.
Oh, look at these polite boys. Let her whip. Now try and stop this thing. See if you can do it real quick. The accelerate's really good. Keep going though. Give her, if you want to give her another rip. Alrighty, new driver, please. Alright, let her rip. Something that's really cool, a cool detail is when you push the accelerator forward, it goes to full power, and if you pull your accelerator back, you notice your hand goes back. So decrease the speed there for a second there, and you can see that it pulls back on the accelerator.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright, let her rip. Also, the indicators work, your RPM,
Compass.
compass.
Turns real well.
Turns like a beauty. Alrighty. And last but not least, Teresa, you want to give her a spin?
Right.
Alrighty. If I can, we're going to talk about the weapon systems. If I can grab the driver's seat.
Alright.
No worries. Take your time. Alrighty, so as you know, there's the 50 cal up on the front. There's the 40 mic on the back. They have arcs of fire. The 50 cal is pretty good in terms of it has more than 180 degrees, whereas the 40 mic I think is restricted to 180 degrees. So first up, who wants to grab which gun first, and then we'll rotate out.
I'll take.
All right, there we go. So what do we have? We've got Ray on back, Ferret on front.
Yeah.
All right, give me 2 seconds. I'll get us over to an area to start shooting. See as fast as we can go.
Does everybody have earplugs?
Nope.
Nope, I actually made them take it when they switched our gears. Sorry about that, guys.
All right.
Do you have any earplugs in your backpack by chance, Chorizo?
I do not. I think they were in my keys.
No worries. Oh, remind me, I gotta remove those out of your thing. We now have a script that auto puts when somebody dies a pair of earplugs in.
Sweet.
But just like the body bags, I gotta remove them. We're just gonna head over to one of the ordnance firing ranges, just to get a test for shooting. If you guys want to look over to the northwest side, northwest. Ray, if you want to look northwest as well, if
Yeah.
your gun's able to turn that way. And just see how far you can crank it. If you want to give a test fire, go ahead. A couple rounds each.
Alright, ceasefire.
I'll Zeus is in some earplugs here in just a second. Actually, I should do that same trick that I always do.
Oh. Okay. I just noticed it.
Alrighty, inside the vehicle, you will see earplugs. You can pull them out of the inventory.
Oh, I got out. Oh, man overboard.
Roger, man.
Reference green smoke.
Oh.
Roger, eyes on, close.
You got 1 or 2 overboard?
2.
Did you boys have a fun swim?
It was alright.
Take a second now, go into the inventory of the vehicle, and put your earplugs in. That's awesome, though, that we were able to actually practice that. Alrighty. Oops, Daisy. If you look to our southeast, there are some targets. Try and shoot. I'm going to bob and weave, make sure your earplugs are in, and I'll tell you when to fire. Fire a target's opportunity and see what it's like to try and hit them. Here we go.
Guys, weapons free. New target, looking 278. Going to 285. Going to 300. Right side, right side. Here we come, Ray. About to get guns on for you. Yep, let her rip. Ceasefire, ceasefire. Alrighty, Ray, if you can switch to a passenger seat. Barrett, if you can switch to the 40 cal. Chorizo, can you switch to the 50 cal? Yep. All right, new target bearing 243, coming up at 11 o'clock. We're doing gate.
Reloading.
Roger. Here it comes, Barrett. Come back around, gonna be on your other side. Oh, target down, ceasefire, ceasefire. New target. 12 o'clock, bearing 11 degrees. Go ahead, get eyes on. Now bearing still at 10, moving to 20. Yep, there it is at 29 degrees now, fair.
Roger, well done.
No worries. There you go, good hit.
Alrighty, if we can, ceasefire. Barrett switch passenger. Chorizo go to the 40 cal or Mark 19, and Ray, last but not least, grab the 50 cal. All right, let me know when you guys are good.
Chorizo set.
Alrighty, here we go. Target coming up at your 2 o'clock. 1, 2, 3. Still there.
Same target, Ray, same target. There you go, reload. New target bearing 160 at 11 o'clock. Coming up on our 9 o'clock. Now at 9 o'clock. There you go, good hit. How's everybody feel? Pretty good about that?
Yeah, that's fun.
Hell yeah. This is one of my favorite courses to teach because it's like you already have most of the knowledge from driver wheeled, so you can really just get into the practical. 2 seconds. Alrighty. We're going to do one more vehicle, and then we'll talk about actual MAROPS, maritime operations, on how we're going to execute one. We'll do dry runs, and then we'll actually do a force-on-force one. Everybody still having a good time?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. This is really tricky, so I'm going to have you guys hop out. Go ahead, hop out here and swim it in.
All right, school circle around me when you can.
All right, something to note: the draft. And draft is like the same way. Draft is in the same way how height for vehicles. So the draft on the ribs that we were just in, the armored ones, have a very low draft. So that means you can get hung up on reefs, which everybody is familiar with, and or sandbars easier, whereas the Zodiacs have a lot more flexibility because their draft is quite lower. Again, as mentioned earlier, the Zodiac can be pumped out, or the assault boats, quote unquote, can be dropped from CH-53s, which are always nice. Now we're going to go ahead and try out another type of boat. 2 seconds.
Is it the destroyer from Merchant Damio?
No, that's no. That was a fun mission, though. That was a fun frago.
I like that one.
That was a really fun one of our just for reference for you guys, for Ray and Chorizo. One of the first fragos we did 2 fragos before we actually landed on this Japanese island that we were deployed in last year. And one of the fragos was operating our destroyer to interdict part of the PLA fleet and destroy a submarine base, which was really cool. But
That
anyway,
would have been so cool.
don't worry, we'll do more of those. It'll be fun. All right, come with me, walk with me. If you scroll wheel, please, onto teleport USS Liberty. Please teleport to the USS Liberty on this one. Hi.
Home sweet home.
Yes, good old Liberty. So this is some of this stuff is set up for soft operations and soft vehicles for our special operations capable guys. But we're going to go look at a specific boat, which is nice. Come with me.
These are cool. I want to play with these.
They're very cool. So some will remember at least this location. We've never used these in operation. But this location is, this location is how we deploy these rafts off of these boat racks, which is really good. We also, if everybody opens your map real quick, and if you look to the north, to the USS Jimmy Carter, I figured out that you can put a boat rack on the back of the submarine that's default to the game that I just renamed as the Jimmy Carter, and make it a special warfare one. So what you do is you put a boat rack on top, and then you put the submarine in it. So when you take the diver course, the combat diver course, you actually get to use it, and I teach you how to use it. And you can deploy yourself off of it. And we use that in Dynamo as well. We were using that. If you want to see some of the footage, Naughton has some great videos. But anyway, so how we operate and get on and off of these boats with these racks is pretty simple. First thing is you want to grab your positions. I am going to grab the driver position, if it lets me. 2 seconds. Alrighty, everybody else grab your positions of power and where you'd like to be. We got everybody in?
Yeah.
So how it works is if you scroll wheel, it will say unload vehicle, and you unload the vehicle into the water. If we can, let's everyone just grab a passenger seat for now. If you get the boat close enough to go, if you get the boat close enough to the rack, which I'll demonstrate. These are Swick boats, by the way. They still have a draft similar to what is it called? The ribs. But these ones are a little bit more armored. They come built in with GPS. They can carry a 11-man crew. But now, if you get a little bit closer to where the rack is, and if you look at the rack and around it, it will actually allow you to recover boat, which I'm doing right now. You can put your boat back in, and you can step on the land. But we're going to actually drive this puppy around. It does have night vision for the front. Top speed, I can't remember, so we're going to try it out right now. You'll notice it's much quieter than the ribs. This is Swick for special operations. Pretty quiet, eh, guys?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
So, quiet boat, good boat. It's got collision lights, which is nice. It does have countermeasures as well, smoke screens, which you can deploy. Got the minigun on the back, which is always deadly, and then it's got I think the commander seat operates the 40 mic in the front. Right now I'm cruising, top speed is at 75 kilometers, and it is doing much better than the rib in terms of deflecting over the waters and waves. Not as maneuverable though. So I'm going to slow this puppy right down. I'm going to switch to passenger seat, and then we'll start at the top. Ferret, go ahead, grab the controls, give it a ride.
Oh, that's a sexy gun in the front.
She is.
So is it possible for us to not hydroplane? Is it a hydroplane?
Yeah, hydroplane.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah.
drift.
I mean, essentially like get the boat like even more out of like the water and like
If you
You
so
know,
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, you mean like beach it?
no. So hydroplaning is to getting less drag by getting only really the rear of the engine and the by pushing the center of gravity back and then gliding the boat above the water. So we hear hydroplane a lot when you talk about your hydroplaning when you're driving. Well, maybe not in Texas actually. When you're driving on ice and snow, you can hydroplane your car and crash it very easily.
yeah.
But for boats, yeah, you kind of can. Like, it just depends on the chop, right?
Yeah.
There's like I don't know. It's a tricky one with ArmA. But that's a great question. Anybody else? We'll go with Ray. Your turn to drive.
Alright.
And yeah, see if you can get the hydroplane. Do some really this boat also can be picked up by our CH-53, likewise with the ribs. But the ribs and this one cannot be pushed out the back of the CH. They can be dropped though from the verts that we have, C-130s. Alrighty, and Senior Teresa, if you can, your turn to grab the controls.
Alright, here we go.
Alrighty, Ray and Ferret, go ahead, grab a gun each, please. Let me know which gun you're on.
I'm already on, Commander.
Okay, so grab the minigun, please. Okay. We're going to be going to ordnance range 2. Teresa, you're going to drive. We're going to try and hit targets. Teresa, call targets for them as you see them. Try and use both the clock and the air. Here we... Alrighty, we are teleported and we off to our immediate left-hand side at 9 o'clock is the range. Go ahead and drive us.
Okay. First target's gonna be at our 11 o'clock.
Did you call that over the radio?
Engage at will, target at our 9 o'clock.
You can auto range that minigun, or sorry, not minigun, that 45 pipe by pressing T on the target.
There you go.
Alright, new target. New target, 199.
Ferret, switch to passenger. Ray, go to the minigun. I'm sorry, I lied. Ferret, you're gonna drive. Chorizo, go to the commander seat. Alright, Ferret, you're gonna call the targets using both clock and bearings, please.
Roger.
Make sure to call it on Ray.
New target. 10 o'clock. Sorry. New target 9 o'clock. 322. 320.
Think of the clock is in relation to the boat.
Target's still 9 o'clock.
Target's 9 o'clock, Ray. 9 o'clock.
I'm having trouble just trying to turn it.
No worries. Yeah, check your alt key, maybe.
Target now.
Yeah, we're good.
Give him a new target if you can.
New target. 270. 2 o'clock. Open fire.
Trick of the minigun is lead the rounds from behind. So shoot behind where the target is when you're moving. Does that make sense? There you go. Alright, new target form, Ferret.
New target approaching 11 o'clock. Bearing 328.
There you go. Ceasefire, ceasefire.
Reloading.
Roger, once reloaded, we're going to switch seats again. And Ray, you're going to be the driver. Barrett, you're going to go to the 40 mic line. And Chorizo, you're going to go to the minigun.
Chorizo set.
Ray, you're going to pick the targets which you'd like to blow up. And make sure to call on me.
Target's coming 2 o'clock.
Use your radio, brother.
Target 180, coming 3 o'clock. Target will be out 10 o'clock.
Aim behind it, Barrett. Aim behind it when the rounds will walk into it. Alright, new target. New target. Use radio.
Target approaching left side.
There you go. New target, new target.
New target 300 degrees.
Alright, ceasefire, ceasefire.
Minigun is dry.
Alright, Roger. Hold engine. I'll stop. Alrighty, behind us is the Liberty. If Ray, you want to drive us, get close to where we departed out of it, and then put us inside.
Alright.
Control wheel, and then you're gonna have to hold space bar. And there we are. Engine off and dismount.
Oh.
I'll turn the engine off. It's okay.
Okay.
Alrighty, how was that?
That was pretty
Killer.
fun.
That was really fun.
Awesome. Now we're going to do is actually planning a MAR op and executing one. Follow me. Use the sign, please. Teleport back home. Alrighty, come with me. School circle, take a knee. And then open your maps nice and close to me. If you can, look at for me asymmetric warfare school, Agia Marina, please.
Okay.
Have we got eyes on that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, disregard. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go there. I like it. So, we are at the naval docks. Planning our MAR op and where we're going to go is literally the same as doing a. There's different contingencies using METTC, but the planning phases are basically the same for how you're going to operate where from doing a naval mission. In this case, this is our beach, so we're going to be landing right here. We're going to call this BLZ. 2 seconds. We're going to call this BLZ. BLZ Bay. Okay. BLZ stands for Beach Landing Zone, as those some may be aware of. When plotting a route, and for some reason we've decided that we're going in here on a nice big open beach, things that we want to avoid is one, we know that there's a pier out here, which could be a danger area, courtesy of pew-pew bad guys, explosions, as well as boats that may be anchored there, but maybe we need to get there. METTC. Also, high grounds overlooking can be a dangerous time because you're funneling to the effect and creating a V for death and destruction to happen. But if this is the target area and this is the BLZ that we're going into, there's not much we can do about it, and it's kind of a tough titty situation. With that, you want to have your launch point. For us, we're going to be starting probably out here, and again, everything's kind of scaled down just for size because we're practicing. And we're going to call this the LOD still, line of departure. Though it is not a line, it is where you're going to be going from. You can also do, depending, is a release point or RP. Okay, so depending. In this case, we'll do release point, and we'll call it release point fun because we're here to have fun. Once we arrive at the release point, it'll be decided on when you're going to head in. And again, to scale, you want to make sure that your release point is away from the coast to be able to see. In this case, 400 to 500 meters. 400 to 500 meters is not. Thank you for rotating that. Is not far enough away. Bad guys can see you, but for practicing what we're going to do before we go live fire at a different PLZ, this is where we'll be practicing. Once the relief point kicking in, you want to have phase lines. Everybody's familiar to the phase lines and why. Phase lines basically allow you to construct when it's a go to no go, where you pass the point of no return. Oops, Stacy. In this case, we're going to have phase line 1, phase line 2, and phase line 3. Oops, Daisy, that's phase line 4 because I'm stupid. Alright, once we hit those points, the practicality of getting off the BLZ is very important. And you want to have a rally point, right, or an operational rally point. In this case, we've decided that our operational rally point is going to be this house right here. Why, you may say that? Because number one, if we zoom in, we have a T-junction, which allows us to get past a not a seawall, but to a wall and get past quicker. We don't want to venture on these danger points crossing streets, yada, yada, yada. There's a basketball court that seems to be right here, so this also is not where we want to live or have some fun. So we're going to call this a ORP house. Everybody tracking thus far on planning and executing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. So from the top, we're going to be departing in one-time Zodiac, heading to the RP Fun. From RP Fun, we're going to call it out as we hit through the phase lines. As decided from the RP,
that, the mission is still a go. Once we go to phase line, our point of no return is phase line 3. We're committed and we are hitting the shore at that point. Okay, of which you've got this whole strip of beach. If you look, you can tell what the elevation is, and it looks pretty decent and a-okay within in the shoreline. If you go too close to here, you're going to clearly get either a sandbar or have some trouble in that case. Points of worry is again possibly the port, the lighthouse, and high points that are overlooking. No questions?
When we're planning this out, and let's say like this sandbar down here.
Yep.
Would those be marked?
Yes.
As a route is brought in?
As a route to avoid, you mean?
Yeah, like let's say, you know, we're coming into BLZ Bay, we might put like
Yes, you can in this case. Give me 2 seconds. You can in this case. I was going to wait for the RP to do this. You can indicate your best point of route to avoid sandbars, and then you can even, what I like to do. So let's say we just do it that way. Is even put a little tick on the bottom end that you know you're within how many meters. Usually it's at the 100-meter mark if the phase lines aren't showing. So here is, let's say, the 100-meter mark off from the shore. Does that make sense? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
But yes, you can from the RP, and first we're going to walk it, so I'm still going to give you still instructions, and then we'll do it again, and then we're going to do a live fire, not at this PLC for obvious reasons. Please, any more questions?
That's good.
Cool, everybody into the Zodiac.
I didn't almost kill myself.
Yay,
I'm getting better at this.
great success. Now, reminder is that if you don't have a GPS in this thing, you want to make sure that whoever is navigating, whoever is driving, sorry, 1 second, please, is not, it's a little different when it comes to boat or operating from a Humvee. If you have somebody navigating, especially in low light situations, it can make life easier than from being the driver. In this case, I have GPS. I have my 2 commander slots with my CTAP. Alrighty, we are 10 seconds out from the RP. Now, as demonstrated from this RP, why is this in a bad RP point?
It's well within visual contact range of pretty much
well
everything.
Everybody can see us pretty much, yeah.
Basically, you're going to get shit on and killed. You're going to have a very bad day. But in this case, for practice, it's far enough out. We're going to proceed on. As we continue through, you want to make sure you're communicating with your team. These vehicles are loud.
So kicking out RP on time now. I'm going to crank it up because speed and mobility equals survivability. We're going to be crossing phase on time now. Everybody who's a passenger is going to have eyes on a swivel, trying to keep as much 360 as possible, because once we know that we hit phase line 3, we're going in. Crossing phase line 2 time now. So that's our no-go, and we can't go any further. 100 meters. Crossing phase line 3 time now.
Alrighty.
I can just come back to reason for a second. Everybody just keep mounted up. We're going to go through step by step. Yes, the indication is to get the fuck off.
So I noticed we didn't explode when we hit the sandbar.
Yes, we haven't exploded, but there's a reason to this. So everybody looks behind us, so basically at our, 7 o'clock. Can everybody see a giant rock in the water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, these are things that you will not see until you're actually traversing the terrain. Okay? So, point guy has to let us know, hey, obstacles in the water if you're able to see it. And this is why doing this at night is so risky, but also why using a Zodiac is so important because it has, again, a low draft. Now, what have I done incorrectly with the boat? I know Ferret will know this answer. We've put ourselves up on the beach. Now, what happens if we try and leave? Anyone?
A little stuck.
I think we're a little stuck. Let me just verify this.
Okay, we gotta push this thing
Oh!
back.
It actually... Let me try this one more time. So,
Uh-oh.
now we might be stuck. We are stuck. So, if you hit the water, if you hit the beach, and you get a little bit of resistance, that's fine. Don't drive it any further. If you drive it further, you can get it stuck, as I did. Everybody see that demonstration?
Yeah.
So, timing is everything, right? In terms of like, okay, I've hit the shore. I know my boat's not going to be pulled away in a draft in the water. We're okay. Sometimes it does happen. Sometimes it doesn't. In this case, we are foobarred because if I hit the S button, my propeller is literally even with my engine on. It says it's running. My propeller's dug into the sand, and ArmA has this rendered. I cannot back us up, so we're absolutely fine. But I'll fix it with Zeus. It's just a demonstration. With engine off, I hear the engine teal down. Once you hit the sand, we're dismount. Everybody dismount. Once we dismount, what do we want to do?
Get
Find
off the
cover,
beach.
pull security.
Find cover, pull security. Big thing being is getting off this fucking dead space. Why is it a dead space? Because it's literally wide open sand. So you want to push, hopefully, to that wall. 2 seconds per second. Once you've found some sort of cover and concealment, whether it be that you push across the street, whether you grab the concealment or cover by tree, you want to sound off, make sure everybody got off. So we're going to do a head count. Chime in. Ferret, you okay?
Set.
Ray, you okay?
All set.
Chorizo, you're okay.
I'm set.
It can be done either by that simplement call out, or it could be sound off, and one by one you guys sound off down the line. Everybody's tracking or making sense so far?
Yeah.
Sure.
Cool. Let's collapse back to the boat real quick and talk a little more.
So we've cleared our dead space, which is very important, right? When we get past the dead space, that's a big plus. We know that our rally point, if everybody opens your map, is a single house, kind of on the underslope of a under a cliff section, or a hill section, I'd say, not a cliff. With that in mind, how on earth are we going to get there, and how are we going to navigate ourselves there from our dead space, or not our dead space, from our cover and concealment? So if we open the map and everybody uses their pointy, if anyone wants to talk to us, what do you think would be the plan to traverse to get to here?
We're probably bound across this street here and up towards the ORP house.
All you got to do, you want to use those basic principles for both SOI, team leader course, and everything that you've learned, and you want to use those simple bounding procedures using cover and concealment, whether it be in an urban environment or somewhat rural on the outskirts of a town, to meet that ORP. So, let's role play this. We'll get our guns out. We're going to say that we're about to dismount. And from the top, ladies and gentlemen, you don't actually have to get in. We can just do it from off the side here. Alrighty, and
Dismount. Go, go, go.
Ferret set.
Alright, give me a head count.
Crossing.
Chorizo
Who's
set
across?
up the
Ray
wall.
set.
Rob. And Ray, make sure when you say who it's set, who it is. Sometimes people's voices are something. Roger, I'm coming across him.
already set.
Roger. Cards, you set. Ferret, you good to move.
Roger. Set.
Roger. Ray, you're going to keep us covered. Cover trees. I'm going to send you across if you want to get on the underslope of that cliff. Over.
10-4, Teresa's moving. Teresa's set.
Roger. Cards, move. All right, we got security. We're going to get Ray to go first. Ray, you're going to start pushing. Head towards that house, or ORP. I'll copy.
Heard.
Ferret, you can now start maneuvering as well. Cover with Ray.
Roger.
Now, something to note. Sorry to talk over the radio. Obviously, this is an ORP. We don't know if it's clear. We don't know what's there. So when you make, once you get there, provide security and let us know before you make entry.
We have a window closed. Open window on the front of the house, facing north.
Ferret's at the house.
No visuals. At the door, ready to breach.
Roger, you go ahead and breach.
Breaching.
Now, the reason why we're having you breach you first is because we're separated by distance and keeping our spacing, as well as interdicting anything that might be moving.
Hallway clear. 2 rooms. Open doors. Well, 1 open door, 1 closed. Breaching open room. All clear.
Breaching second room. All clear.
ORP house clear.
Roger, collapsing the.
Go ahead, Teresa. We'll meet you there.
Teresa coming in.
Card, you coming in?
Alrighty, so take a minute, come with me. We'll stand down just for a second. So let's say we've done our sneaky squirrel shit. We've made our way back towards the ORP, which is always a fun time for happiness and mission complete. But now we've got our boat sitting in the middle of the VLZ, and we need to make our way there. Any suggestions on how we do that?
Exact
That's
opposite
gonna be,
way we did.
yeah, we would have
There
to
you
bound
go.
back.
Exactly. Just like breaking contact and just like anything, we want to bound back. We don't know if things have changed. We don't know if maybe some curious civvies and or some militia guy and or a bad guy has found said boat. So we don't want to say, hey, we're doing awesome, nuts to butt. Let's just high five and run all the way back to the boat. We want to take that tactical preparedness to move slowly, methodically, etc. In this case, our red team, you guys are going to be our point element, and you can begin the bounding out and making your way towards the BLZ.
He's moving up. I have like no sign of any visuals. Maybe have someone like keep lookout, overwatch sort of thing.
Roger, myself and Teresa will overwatch. If Ferret, you want to link up with Ray and just buddy bound your way to a position to cover us over.
Roger then. Ferret moving.
Make sure you watch your spacing, guys. Let me know when you guys are set and we'll bound past you.
Should be set, yeah.
Roger. Trees, I'll follow you. Let me know wherever you want to go to. Probably towards that wall right there.
Alright. Okay, gold team moving.
Crossing your lane of fire.
Gold team set. Red team, you're gonna.
Heard. Ferret, you can go ahead and cross.
Crossing.
Now, at this point, there's not much distance left before you get to the boat. So my recommendation would be to basically get the fuck over towards the boat. With that said, do not mount the boat. You would like to provide cover for us at the boat.
There's at the boat set. Probably can cover.
Heard. Crossing. Raise set.
Roger, Ferret. One of the guys in this case will be Ferret or whoever's there. Ferret's going to mount up at least to be the driver. Ray, you're going to keep us covered, and Gold Team, we're moving now. Now, the last man who's going to be in the boat is going to be Ray, because why have Gold Team stop to take cover when we already got somebody to cover? Gold Team's in. Ray, you go ahead.
Hey, Ferret, start the engine. Alrighty, and take us back to the RPs.
Any questions at all, guys?
Pretty straightforward.
Any questions, Teresa?
Negative, all hit.
Cool. Let's turn the lights off and see what happens. So yes, I know we don't have nods and so forth. Alrighty, hold vehicle. Actually, in the switch position, I'll grab the front deck. Alrighty, nighttime brings a whole bunch of challenges, though this is very beautiful.
Everybody can look at the stars, and it looks all pretty. Yes, yes.
Yes.
You can see the half moon, which is quite nice. Without nods, it makes things much more complicated. Something to note is that equipment-wise, excuse me, is you can attach your IRs as well as chem lights to your boat, which is usually important. We know who's who and where's where. But when approaching, I just want to demonstrate this without any nods. Coming through, and mind you, this is only a 30% overcast. You still got a lot of ambient light that you can see from.
Crossing phase line one time now. Crossing phase line two times. Now, 100 meters out. Stop crossing phase line 3. Appreciate the call.
Got a rock.
Dismount, dismount, dismount.
Alright, everybody, give me a sound off.
There, it's set.
Raise set.
Chorizo set.
Roger. We're gonna climb back to the boat, please. Just index for just. Yes, you cannot see shit. It makes it a very, very, very difficult time. In this case, I'm going to actually attach Chemlight.
I found myself doing something really stupid though. I immediately went for a light.
Did you?
Well, I went to the light source.
Hey,
That
there's.
strictly-
It happens, man. Don't worry about it. One second. I'm just going to attach a Chemlight here. Everybody's good. Everybody can see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So here's our boat of power. What we're going to do is we're going to head back daylight just for a moment. Actually, no daylight. We're going to leave this boat here. We're going to go back to where our equipment was, collect the correct uniform. So I'm going to pull all the uniforms out, check the contents. You'll be able to tell whose uniform's who, basically, between the infantrymen versus corpsmen and myself. We're going to do a live fire just to end this FTX. Oops. You guys want to come over towards me? Yes, just throw the uniforms on the ground, like the Marpat ones, so we can figure out whose is whose. Grab your helmets, grab your ballistics, or not, I lied, don't grab your helmets. You're going to need your survival gear still. You're going to get rid of your decks and grab your plates. Grab your plate carriers.
You say we'll need our survival fatigues?
Yes, you will still need your survival fatigues. And keep the boonies too. Just because why not? How often do you really get to wear them? And then we'll just grab the Marpat, Frog, Marpat, and put those on the ground. And then you can go inside and you can grab the stuff out as needed. For respective survival fatigues. And that's not mine. That one's not mine. That one is mine. Make sure you put your nods on your head. By the way, all the uniforms are dumped off right over here.
I was wondering where they all went.
Now make sure you grab the correct one, and then your plate carriers. Either if you took them out, you can put them on. Put them on the ground first, and then put them back on you, because they're glitched if not.
Alright. I can't seem to do anything.
What's up?
Somebody took my uniform.
Oh, let's see. What do you need?
Just drop the uniform on the ground, Ferret, and you can just grab the stuff out of the uniform by clicking into it.
So we're taking the survivals, but we want the stuff in the frog.
That is correct.
Okay, I understand.
And you can tell whose uniform is who based upon the stuff that's inside of it. So if there's a bunch of medical and stuff, it's not yours. Or, for example, if it has like leadership stuff, it's not yours.
Roger.
Okay, figured it out. I had to throw everything on the ground. Put it on, throw everything on the
Yeah,
ground.
yeah, yeah. No worries.
So, while we were on the beach at night, I was trying to switch my uh, PEC 15,
Yes.
but it wasn't like I don't know what the deal is. I couldn't get it to
Oh,
switch over.
you don't have a light on this one.
Oh,
Only
okay.
later.
All right.
Let me know when everybody's ready.
I think I got everything.
I think so as well.
I think we're just taking the survival fatigues with us, Ray. Not the smart pets.
That is correct. Make sure you brought all your stuff. Everybody's good.
Yep.
Cool. Open your map, please. We'll be departing from the USS Everett, and we'll be heading into BLZ Red. There, we are trying to rescue a aid worker, who intel is suggesting is being held prisoner at OBJ House. From there, and knowing what we know, and we're landing at BLZ Red, how do we want to plot this operation and mission?
I'd say generous phase lines. We need at least 4, maybe, with this distance.
Cool. Where should our release point be?
I think 076.
Just place it for me if you can, and I'll correct it as needed. Cool. Approach route. Anybody want to draw that in? Where it should be actually landing? Inside of the BLZ?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'd go with. Maybe a little bit more center shore.
There's our 100-meter marker. Once we get to BLZ, where do we want to rally or move to with the terrain topography? Anybody other than Ferret, please.
Sorry.
No worries, Ray. Go ahead.
I want to say like kind of along the base of, probably more along like here. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yep. 1 second.
Okay.
Discuss, guys. I'm just adding something to you guys before I forget.
That's not a bad position. I think it'll be a pretty steep slope.
Yeah. So that kind of sort of keeps one side of ours covered. I mean, we still probably want to keep some eyes on it, but
I think on our approach, we want to make sure
yeah.
we want to make sure we're looking like over here.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried about like mounted guns coming out to shoot us way out in the before we even hit the beach.
I'm like worried about obviously like right here.
Yeah, it's a high point, and
this could be like a little worrisome, and then really just like this whole.
yeah, it's a big old valley of.
Yeah, it's just
Fun.
a big valley of death. So that's like. Seems like everywhere we go.
Ducks
So
to
just,
suck.
Are we taking the armored
Right.
ribbon? Is that with the Mark 40?
Yeah, we're going to be taking ones with guns.
Okay. If it's the one with the screen, anyone on the 40 mic.
No, we're not going to be taking that one. We're going to be taking one of these guys. Right here.
All right. Well then, never mind that. Do we want to maybe try sweeping fire with the 40 mic before we hit the beach?
Negative, probably stealth. We don't want to alert them that we're coming.
You're right.
So, again, can you guys put markers in terms of what your CPs are for your movement points, where an ORP might be on land, and where you want to like observe the target house, etc. So if you want to plot once you get off of the land, off of the ground, plot off of the beach as to where you want to go to then get eyes on the target before we assault.
Assuming we're not under fire, we can rally on the left side of the beach. Maybe.
I got Teresa's got some stuff getting marked right here
Oh,
on your
sorry.
movement. No worries. Discuss it with them. Use this time to talk together about how you want to do this.
Okay, if you guys see, I have a proposed landing and route marks.
I like that. It'll be a bit of a hike, especially we're gonna be burning stamina all the way up that hill.
Mm-hmm.
But it probably it looks like it'll depending on the foliage.
If it has foliage, it should get us decent cover.
Yeah. We just gotta keep low and again try not to create too much noise. I have a question for Kirgy?
Yeah, buddy.
Before landing, how much of a can we engine off and drift into the shore before we hit?
If you deem so, I'm going to be really hands off on this. So, but anything, again, it's just like in the driver wheel when I talk about like relativity. Any plan is possible. It just is like risk versus reward. So, if that's what you want to do, by all means, absolutely.
I'm just worried about engine noise creating attention.
Yeah, if you want to, like I said, if you want to give it a go, that's totally fine.
I'm not sure how much the momentum would carry us. You know, it's ArmA.
Yeah.
Well,
Feel you on that one. That's okay.
I'd
So,
say whoever's driving, we have a speed limiter option. Maybe we can go in real slow. Keep the engine quiet as possible, maybe.
now, to make it easier, I'll drive just for sake of for everyone.
All right.
Nighttime operation, as you can see. Our enemy does not have nod capability. They're just FIA, and they're the ones holding this guy for ransom. Yada yada yada. Any questions? Radios are good.
Are we sure they don't have nods?
Yeah, 100%.
I forgot. Never mind then. Game changer. I'll follow you, Chorizo. Your plan seems pretty good.
Good. We're discussing it. This is how we learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, because I forgot that again they don't have nods.
That's okay. You wouldn't have known unless I said it.
You're right.
I'm gonna lock and load a mag into my gun. Yeah, everybody else can do the same. Trees, are you good to go?
Yeah, pretty
That
much.
also doesn't mean the nods don't mean that they can't hear either. So something
That is
they can.
correct.
Like that.
And again, this is just to test everything all together. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna switch down to whispering, just as Ferret mentioned.
Rear check on 69.
Lima Charlie.
Cool.
Radio check.
Let's get into the boat, and then I'll tell
Take it,
Porter
Charlie.
to go over to depart.
I switched to this one.
Would anybody else like to drive, or shall I be the driver?
I'm tempted to. I think I will.
Rick, give it a shot, my man. I'm going to passenger, though I will not be gunning. I'll get on the 50.
Give me 1 second. Hold vehicle. Everybody still hear me?
Barely.
Yeah, I'm on movement right now.
Sorry about that, I'll switch to just talking number. Let me try one more thing. Once. Alrighty, we're in position, as you can see from the book. Everybody wants to start it off. Call it out and let's go. Make sure you're using your radio communicator.
I'm all set.
All set.
There we go.
Phase line 1 passing now. Phase line 2 passing now. Phase line 3 passing now.
Start scanning for threats.
Nothing so far as a sea of green. Coming up on baseline 4. Prepare yourselves. Passing now. Within 100 meters. Touchdown.
Everyone call off, sound off.
Chorizo's good.
Cardi and Ferret maybe hit.
I got him. Find card game. Bring him here. Start stabilizing Cargi when you get to him.
I don't have any bandages, but you...
Where's Cargi at?
Oh, right behind you.
I'm up.
Alrighty, well done. You survived the first little bit of that, and we'll say for sake of it, medically you did well.
I forgot about the lines.
Yes, you did. That's okay. Alright, where our starting point is, any questions?
Hey, there's a mine right behind you, Ravenwood. Everybody freeze.
Shit. Holy fuck.
Looks like an AT mine.
AT mines all over this beach.
Oh,
I've got bouncing betties as well.
Roger. Recommend we slowly go back, single file. Ray, single file, head into the water.
heard.
Alright, you want me
Back
first?
slowly, back slowly. Ray will be first. Go into the water, Ray. Into the water. Just touch your feet in the water. Ferret, you're next. Go where Ray went. I'll go next, then Chorizo. We got mines all up in front of them. If we can, we got Dragon's Teeth just over to that side that I pointed at, basically south. Can somebody get around on the other side and see if there's any mines?
Not up to the Dragon's Teeth. Well,
Just up to the Dragon's Tooth, but after that, it seems clear.
Roger, what's your course of action?
Raven, let them know that I'll be taking point. Single file behind me. Over the radio.
Beat that.
What would be your course of action then?
Tell
What
him-
mines are what you do.
Tell them Chorizo's gonna be taking point and follow single file.
Drew's just gonna be taking point and follow single file.
Roger.
Guys, just so
We
you
just had
know, all hell's breaking loose. I might disconnect here due to weather.
Roger.
Be safe, good lord.
Alright, everybody just follow in my footsteps. And keep generous spacing.
Yes, spacing. got eyes on the target. Bearing 108.
Eyes on. Be advised, we're getting funneled by the landmines down this road, so keep an eye on both ridges to the left and right. Alright, at this point you'll see a AT mine. You're gonna go south from there. Don't go any further north.
Alright.
Watch right.
Contact.
Have
Not a gun, I see it. Raven's down.
I need somebody to take my place while I go back to him.
I'll move to you. Dragon rated.
You on me? I've got more infantry at that house. I'm moving to Raven.
Roger.
Go ahead and go pull security with Ferret, please.
On the way.
Kargi, start looking for a place for us to move for cover.
Roger, I got eyes on it. We got Defilade basically heading southwest. Did anybody take that gun out?
Affirmative. But there's still
Yeah.
EI at that structure.
Eyes on. I'm gonna, a ferret if you can, bound down towards the rocks, southeast. Roger. I get you covered. Make your movements quick.
Alright, Ravenwood, you're gonna be okay. Like 2, maybe 3 minutes. Get you to some cover.
Set.
Alright.
Raven is back up.
Roger. Moving to you, past ferret.
Alright, Raven, you see where that house is? That structure?
Yeah.
Alright, there's enemy infantry there. Don't alert them to our presence if they're not firing at us. I want you to bound over to
I'm set at the next rock.
Ferret. You see where Ferret's at?
Roger.
Where he just moved away from that rock? I want you to go to the rock where
Yeah.
he just was. Go ahead and move now.
Alright. Just, I'm sure, like, you're the one that pointed it out, but the mine, that's, like, right in front of me.
Right, just past it and then go to the right. Don't go any further left than that mine.
Chorizo and Ray, you're good to start pushing out. I want to use the Defilade to move closer so we don't get on the tree side.
10-4, on the move. Ravenwood's bounding first.
Roger.
Set.
Roger, you guys want to keep pushing past? There's an empty bunker break at 067 if you want to use that. Use the rocks for cover to make that way up.
Stay firm. Raven, I'm gonna move out first, okay?
Alright.
Teresa's moving. Teresa set.
Heard.
Roger. Ferret moving. Ray, you're going to be next, buddy.
Heard.
Set.
Heard. Moving.
Push past Teresa, Ray. Teresa, me and you, we're going to bound past them and keep pushing through this kind of defilade over.
Copy all.
Roger, when Ray calls it, we're going to move.
Set.
Gold team moving. Pass you, Teresa.
Got a patrol close, bearing 121.
Roger, halting my movement.
Where is he? I don't see him from here.
You won't be able to see him. He's at about 156 from our position.
156. Damn. Okay. If you can, see if you can maneuver to that bunker.
Will do. Moving.
Hey, Ferret. Roger. Go slow, Ferret. Go for slow. Don't slow it too hard. Just be aware of that patrol. Just don't let it wrap us up. Contact. Ray, Ferret, push up towards that the hill off on our right hand side. So go parallel right to us so you can get eyes on those targets.
Bounding past you.
Gotcha.
No eyes on my road. Somebody sees you. I'm sorry if you want to put.
I got no eyes either.
Roger, look for muzzle flashes if you see him. Anybody have any bandages?
I do.
Ray, do you have any bandages?
No.
Power cresting pals are Ferret, you're fine. Okay. Might be aware we are under the gold team's under the defilade here. If you want to start moving up, using your defilade on your right side, just using the hill. Go ahead and make that.
Have contact bearing
Shoot him.
95.
Rock, weapons free. Just make sure you PID. If that's the case, if you guys got good eyes on, we're going to keep pushing. Trezo, I'm at your liege. How you want to wrap and head towards the objective?
Just go ahead and flank towards the east.
Roger.
I'll stay on your left side and keep eyes on that side.
Beware, gold teams on. Cresting. Got contact. Gold team just got security. Red team, if you want to push, push.
Alright.
Gotta push this gun.
Let us know when you're moving, red team.
We're on our move. Cresting over.
Roger.
Ferret, maybe move up to that wall and
Yeah,
clear that gun.
Sound off.
Road's clear.
Behind you, we have, I don't know if that's civilian or not.
Eyes on weapon system and more. Corman, check the person. Actually, do you have straps on you, Trezo?
Tourniquets, affirmative.
Negative, sorry.
Oh.
Thank you. No, I meant zip tie.
Yeah, affirmative. I should have some.
Roger.
Be advised, I'm gonna have to move him inside to place of cover because he's pretty bad shape.
Roger.
Alright. 80, 80, 80. Alright, be careful.
Make sure you're grabbing 360, guys.
Covering east up the hill. Covering north.
Hey, Ferret.
Yeah,
I think I was just treating a bad guy.
you were. I was wondering what the hell's going on here.
I got the civilian secured.
Roger, let's get out of here.
Can you plug my wound? Oh, never mind, I guess.
Vehicle contact closed.
I'm up. I need a sit rep.
Ferret's up.
Holy shit.
Where'd that fucking vehicle take off to?
Nope.
Motherfucker!
It's to our southwest.
Yeah. Um. Oh gosh. Gosh dang it. This is. We're in. Oof.
I'm up.
I'm up.
You see me, I'm down. Well, trying times, making it tricky. Bad news is the civilian just got blown away and dead. But it happens. Outside of that, out of the complications, did everybody
Could you put
learn a
yourself
lot?
off for whispering, please?
Oh, sorry. You guys hear me now?
Yeah. You want to know what the hell happened there? I think I'm gonna take credit for that failure. I'm sorry, guys. I had a perfect shot. When Kargi called out the vehicle, I had a perfect shot of coming out, but because I had an accidental discharge, I saved my gun and I forgot that I saved it.
Oh.
So when I fired, nothing happened. And it fucking took me out. It would have been dead.
That's okay, and you're watching these too. That's why I was
So-
wondering what the hell happened. But yeah, go ahead.
So the exact same thing happened to me when we took that initial contact, which is why it took me so long to return fire. So how about that?
See, there we go, guys.
We
Other than
learn.
that, yeah. But did
These
you guys
aren't
have
failures.
fun?
These are learning points.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
You guys had a good
Yeah,
time.
I know
though?
I had like trouble with after I got reported back in. Because I forgot I had frags on me and
Oh, you did?
was intending to throw a green smoke out, and I threw the frag. The frag, I don't know if it killed the guy, but I know it definitely wounded him. I saw him go from standing up to laying down, and then I tried to kind of go back out there like after I did throw my smoke, and I was gonna try and drag him in, but as soon as like I went out there, vehicle kind of lit me up. I never had eyes on the vehicles. I had no idea where it was.
Oh, that's a terror factor right there.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, again, was there a fun factor? Everybody learned a lot today outside of thing.
Yes, absolutely.
I learn something new every time I take this course.
Cool. Well, that being said, and from the failures, we learn our successes, and it's good to debrief and talk about them. That's the best way to learn. Outside of that, that's it. Congratulations on passing CRCC. Yeah, CRRC. And I'm heading off for the night.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.
Good night.
Bye.